Live from Detroit.
Yo, what's going on? We back for another fucking power hour.
The countdown was crazy though.
Yeah, you
What
know what I'm
up,
saying?
Curve?
What's good, family?
School night Curve. Fuck them kids.
Cut it out, man. 17 days, man.
I guess we should probably this is more formal. I guess we should go around, introduce ourselves, all that good stuff, even though our names is right there, but some niggas don't know. I'm gonna start because I'm already talking. Jay Johnson, one half of Shop Talk Podcast, one half of This Week in Culture. What's popping?
What up, though? It's your man Dame, 3_313. As the tagline says, your mother's preferred lover. What up, though?
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's Antoine, aka AJ, the creator of dope, man, not drugs.
Mm. It's
It's
Curve. It's just Curve, man. That's it. Teacher by day, dad all day.
All right.
Rich Gang 313, everybody's favorite grandpa.
So for y'all that don't know, hey, Rich, Alvin just texted me. He gonna jump on in about 5 minutes. I know we got some
Okay.
shit. I know we got some shit to cover, but last week we tapped in about some childhood trauma. And Rich right here is my best friend. I've known this nigga longer than I've known life. Every memory that I have of life damn near starts back to our friendship. So he's gonna be on here. It's my brother and my other brother Alvin will be joining us shortly. And then this shit is gonna turn up a few notches because that nigga's crazy.
Now you need AJ in here. AJ was doing, not AJ. SJ did he did the unravel last week. All right, so
So
that
word on
is
the streets is that SJ is taking a bubble bath, and that's why he can't join
he
us
don't
right now.
get you. SJ is the one who
Hey,
uncovered everything. We was like,
players got to stay clean, baby. You know how we do. You
Yeah.
know.
Man, y'all niggas from Inkster. Y'all ain't never been clean in y'all life.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go.
Hey, the thoughts might be dirty, but the name is clean as they come, man.
When the last time y'all niggas took a shower that didn't include the garden hose?
Dame is terrible. Dame.
They ain't gotta
But
get
we
shit off right.
unpacking it though.
They ain't
We
gotta get
unpacking
shit
it.
off right now for that
Yeah,
unpacking
We
talk.
SJ
unpacking
gonna
it.
come. SJ gonna come. And he
Hey,
gonna ask those questions. Like that's who did
This
it.
is actually this is how it started. We want to realize like why is he this way? He's in defensive mode already. Like
Already,
me,
nigga.
me and Jay kind of set back. Jay had chipped in. SJ was just like really pulling, like unraveling string by string, and then Dame just finally like, yes, this is what happened. But so Rich, could Dame hoop at all?
No.
but I said that last week. I said
Well,
that last week.
he
I never
did
No.
say
lied
this.
and said basketball was my sport.
Why was
No.
he playing basketball? Like why would
That's
we be
that's
out there?
that's that's the
oh
best part
shit.
about it.
SJ about to join.
He wasn't. He wasn't playing basketball.
SJ,
What up, though?
what up though?
Now
Is this the homie who carries you to the house?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm that nigga. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
now
okay.
Rich,
Yo.
how old is this guy? These are just my regular baseline questions. Now Dame,
So
last week
so
he went from 12 to 15.
no. So we were about 14, 15. Chairman is
No, we wasn't that old,
Oh,
nigga. We
we
wasn't in
were.
high school.
We
Oh
were
shit.
Shit, this nigga was
Oh
in ninth
shit.
grade.
we were like, all right. So he's like 13, 14. It's like 94, 95. Somewhere
Nah,
around
it
there.
was younger than that. It was
It
younger
SJ,
wasn't.
than that.
It
SJ,
wasn't, bro. It
It
wasn't.
was.
I'm gonna tell you how I know it wasn't. It wasn't
Uh-oh.
because I met Chairman in the neighborhood, but I started hooping with TJ through school. He was in the Porus already. He's a year older than us. So he asked
He called him by
That
his
nigga was
nickname.
He how much older than y'all is he?
he might be about a year, 2 years older than us.
Mm.
At
So
this
not
time.
3 or 4.
Wait a
Nah,
minute,
he
wait a
wasn't
minute.
3 or 4.
Listen.
Hold
Do the
on.
homie know the
What
Now,
up,
story
I
man?
that
ain't gonna
Dad
lie.
told us?
I ain't gonna lie to you. The
You
nigga
work hard.
is
Hey, the wash is
The
over
nigga,
there,
the
and that
nigga is
Gatorade is on the
Hold
super
table.
on, let me
tall at
mute
this
him.
age.
You look.
The nigga is super tall at this age. So
So
at this time, I might be like 5'10". TJ already 6'3".
now, Rich. So you have to know what was shared last week. This is not it.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what Dame said last week. All right.
This is
All right, let me
not
hear
it.
this shit.
So Dame said he was 9 years old. Okay. That's the
Wow,
first thing.
that's a
He
lot.
said he had gotten to 2
Hold on,
different
hold on,
fights
hold
in
on, hold on, real quick, y'all. Before we get into the story, my youngin just made a guest appearance. Step into the camera.
Oh boy.
Are you gonna try to bring the kids in, huh?
No, I'm just have him
What's
say what's
Oh,
up.
that's not youngin. He old as hell. He a grown
Young
man. I thought
Marv,
he was
what
Man,
talking
up,
what
man?
about
what's
Hey,
I
good,
know
young
you about.
man?
I know you about to get back to your apartment, man. I love you. Just text me when you make it home. All right, be
daddy
safe.
daycare. You be talking all that shit.
He tried to put the sympathy strings of our heart
Yeah,
I
behind
You
know.
his
already.
No,
see
name.
it?
Already.
It's
You
not
saw
working.
it.
It's not. It's
You
not
saw
going.
it. Look at
no,
my
no. I'm
Not
son.
not.
going.
That man got a full beard and a full head
Mar,
of hair.
Mar.
All right, man. So
All
listen,
right.
he told us he was 9 years old,
Yeah.
right? He said he was in school. He was a husky nigga. You feel me? We seen the pictures when he was younger, and he was 2-0 in school fights. So he was on the block feeling himself. When they was out there hooping, he was talking shit. My man told him like, "My man, you need to like calm down." But Dame was being Dame. Now Dame said he was 9, and the other dude was like 3 to 4 years older than him.
All right,
12
so
or
So
check it out.
roughly a
13.
Check this
12
out.
14-year-old
or
teenager.
13.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
so a
Dame,
teenager
Dame,
punching a 9-year-old.
Yes.
Dame was definitely about 13, 14.
We wasn't that
Tim,
old because
we were
we
that
wasn't.
old,
We
bro.
weren't. We
I'm gonna
weren't in
tell you.
high school. We weren't in
I
high
know we
school.
weren't in high school. We weren't in
I
high
was
school. We was like
13 in
7th,
high
8th
school.
grade. We was
I
like
was
7th, 8th
13 in high
grade, bro.
school.
We
Hey
were
yo,
like 7th, 8th
sec.
grade.
One sec. This is my homeboy Alvin who just jumped
Yo,
on. It's a
All
nigga.
right.
This is one of my brothers. Also, he can corroborate most of the story.
Now,
oh
He
Dave,
shit.
another
It
nigga
don't
who
seem
carry
like
you.
we already got somebody who's not corroborating the story. I don't
But
know.
listen, man. All right,
Like,
listen.
Yeah, the
I'm gonna
story
be
he
honest with
telling
you.
ain't the story you told us twice.
I
We was
definitely wasn't
definitely
13. I definitely
we was
wasn't
definitely
13, 14.
all right. I was 13, 14, bro. I'm
So
gonna
I
tell
was
you the
probably
truth
about. I was
because you
probably
gotta look.
12.
You gotta pay attention to who the fuck we was hooping with, whose house we was hooping at. We was hooping at Matthew house, bro.
Right?
Little nigga down, he 3, 4 years younger than us. So you couldn't have been fucking 9 and we hooping with fucking
No, no.
5-year-old, bro. You
Sorry
see what
about
I'm
that.
saying?
mm,
My
That ain't
phone
it,
was dead.
bro.
No, he
We was like,
wasn't. He wasn't 9. He was. It was definitely like 92, 91, 92.
no, it was like 93, 94, bro. We was 13,
Mm,
14 years old. Terrman is like a year or two older than us.
well, he was in my grade, so I went to school with him. So
Okay, so TJ's
it
a year
was.
older
It
than
wasn't.
us.
It wasn't 94 because I wasn't in high school yet. So
We
it
wasn't in
was.
high school when it happened.
It was. It was between 93 and 91. One of that. It's the window. That's the window.
what's those ages, though,
So he
Al?
was 12. So you was
We
12,
about
gang.
12. We was about 12, 13.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Damon's anywhere between 11. He's 11, 12, 13, something like that.
He
In that
wasn't
range.
9.
No, he wasn't 9. No, no way. He was not 9. No.
Now, this
and
is
Man,
the
how much
reason
older
y'all are
is
here
how much
because
older is he
he
than
said a
Dame?
like I
year.
said,
Maybe 2
Rich
years.
said a year.
maybe
He's in the
2
same
years, a
grade
year
as
or two, or
Al.
2 years. He in the
Maybe
same,
maybe
in the
maybe
same
2
grade
years.
as Alvin, maybe a year or two.
But here's the situation though. I went to school with Terman. I went to middle school with him. Bro, like he wasn't a normal regular kid. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, when you grow up, you go hoop at the park, you go hoop, in somebody's backyard or whatever, and it's always when you're that age, it's always like a game that you're physically not ready for. Those were the games he was playing in. You see what I'm saying? He was playing in the games with the bigger people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you show up,
Like
they're
I
like,
said,
little fella, you got next. You got to wait. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the nigga was like 14, 15. He was already 6'3".
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he probably wearing a 15 shoe.
So he
Yeah,
wasn't no little nigga. And
no,
Dame was not hooping. He was watching us
he
hoop.
was not. He was on the sidelines. Yes,
He was
Oh,
on
he
the
was watching
sideline
y'all.
talking shit. He was on the
yes.
sideline talking shit.
Now the only
Wait a
the
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. He wasn't. He wasn't partaking in the
no, he
game
wasn't in the game. No,
and
No.
got into a
no.
fight because of the game.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So what was said? for it to jump off, only Damon knows that because I do not remember. So that's a question for Boss Daddy.
Al, Dame don't remember either. Dame said he
So
was 9 years old and TJ was 13 years old and he
So
punched down on this third
we
grader.
we've
no.
all had trauma that we don't actually remember what happened. So that I'll chalk it up to that. Damon was running off at the mouth, which he we know Damon, so we
He
just
got it
ignore him.
honest.
Terman was not from our neighborhood. He was not from our street, but I knew him.
Like
think-
Terman lived like 3 blocks back behind us, right?
He
lived
was
in
from our neighborhood, but not our
He
block.
lived in our neighborhood, but he was just over there visiting. I think his uncle or his granddad lived on
Mr.
our
Henry,
block.
Mr. Henry was his grandfather or something.
Okay, so his granddad lived on our block. So he'd come through every once in a while. I would hoop with him because we hooped around through the neighborhood together. So TJ seen me, he'd come down and start hooping with us. And we just hoop around the game or whatever. And Dame on the sideline talking shit. And Terman like, yo, bro, I don't know you like that. Stop talking
Ease up.
shit to
Ease
me.
up.
Chill
So
out.
he warned
Chill
him.
out.
He
Yeah.
warned him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he told him, chill out. And when I seen TJ was kind of mad, I told Dame, yo, chill out, bro. But Dame, I guess he got this 2-0 record in Catholic school, so he's feeling himself. So he
Hold on. Let me set the record straight on one thing. All 3 of us went to Catholic school, nigga.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
All 3 of us went to Catholic school.
Hey,
you're right.
But we wasn't fighting in Catholic school, dog.
You went to Catholic high school. You went to a Catholic high school.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
So you was an angry nigga in the Catholic school.
So,
Yeah.
but okay, so maybe I don't know if the school's got anything to do with it, but you went to St. Mary's of Redford, my nigga, right? It's not a
Nigga, you went to
They
St.
Catholic school,
Cecilia.
shaming. They
I went to the
Catholic school
house. I
shaming.
went to St. Cecilia, nigga, world famous.
They
It's a
Catholic school shaming,
Now,
nigga.
now, Dame, no.
It's a
He
difference.
is different.
Let's
It's a big
stick
difference.
to the story now. We're trying to get the
No,
details.
but listen,
And-
this is an important part of the story because I think this goes back to why Dame is the way that he is. I think he felt self-conscious about the Catholic school shit and was extra tough in other life.
With
Because if
a
you the
public
kid down
school
the street,
Now, Rich
Yeah.
said chill too. After he saw TJ, he said chill, and you said
No, fuck that. I kept going.
He kept going.
Hey, but we
So-
did establish that he was at least 12 years old, so he's a teen or a preteen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
He wasn't
so
9. Nobody was 9.
Okay.
Nobody out there was 9.
Nobody was 9.
Everybody out there was like 7.
Because that's a critical part in his story that he was 9 years old. Like that was really critical in his story.
No. The nigga
No.
is like 12, 13 years old, man.
He old enough
Dog,
to
I
know
definitely
better.
wasn't 13. I definitely wasn't 13.
No, he.
All right, bro.
Like I said, you 11
12
to 12
is really close to 13, oh Dame. I do
11
want
to
you to know that. I do want to.
He
You was
definitely
old enough to
wasn't.
know. You was old enough to know. Shut the fuck up. When everybody else was like, "Yo, chill out."
And I don't even know why you were talking, bro. You wasn't even playing. We trying to get the game off.
This is crazy.
We trying to get the game off.
Exactly.
You already running your mouth. And not like Rich said, not to mention TJ already like 6'2", bro. You're like 12, 13, 6'2". You see what I'm saying? So
No,
what Dame was trying to accomplish? I have
Like
no
that
idea.
nigga TJ was my height now. I'm a full fucking grown man, and TJ was
Yeah.
already this fucking tall.
Now Dame said once they started fighting, he pieced him up and he dropped Dame, and then y'all picked him up and took him across the street. Did Dame get dropped or did he get knocked out?
Jay
Johnson.
It wasn't a fight.
It wasn't no fucking bunch of punches thrown. It was one punch thrown. There's a bunch of shit talking and one punch thrown.
It wasn't even a
Punched Dame
skirmish.
dead in his fucking
wasn't
nose.
even a
Yeah, he
skirmish.
punched Dame dead in his fucking nose. Dame saw the blood, and we went across the street to his mama. His mama opened the door Now this part I remember vividly, and this nigga can lie all he want, but this the part that was kind of funny. We walk across the street. His mama opened the door, and the nigga fall down to his knees like, "Mama, I lost," with his nose fucking bloody as hell. Right? Now that's the fucking truth.
Oh shit!
And his mom, being the great woman that she was like,
Absolutely.
"It's all right, baby.
It's all
Come on,
right.
Let's
It's
clean
all
your
right.
let's clean your face up." And that was high.
you
It was
can't
only
win them
one
all.
punch thrown. Yeah, like you can't win them all. That's
Can't
it.
win them all.
Dog,
Damn,
these
they both
niggas,
got They got the
Listen,
same. Can't win them all. Whoa.
but listen though, them niggas, because I can tell by how they talking. As soon as they shut that door, them niggas start cracking up at that nigga.
No, man, like I actually went in the house with him and shit, got his face cleaned up. I think we played video games for a minute. But when I went home, I was kind of laughing because I was like, man, this nigga's stupid. Like, bro, just shut the fuck up. Like, you weren't even in the game. Like, he was just instigating. And don't get me wrong, he was talking shit to everybody. You know
But we used to it. We used to it. We know him. You know, we just we ignore him.
And that's the other thing too. Like this nigga Alvin, he walked down there eating peanut butter. You know what I'm saying? Like on some
Nigga get his
chill shit.
protein
Like,
on.
this nigga Alvin walked down the street eating peanut butter. Everybody just chilling, having fun, and Dame sitting on the picnic table talking shit. And Tierman just like, yo, nigga, I don't know you, bro. Don't stop talking to me like that.
Hey, look though, he had tell us that his nose was bleeding and shit. He left that out. Like that's an extreme part of the story.
And it was
Glove
only
was
one
on the floor.
punch.
Glove was
It was
on the
only
floor.
one punch. Yeah, it was only one punch.
Okay, now Dame, like I want you to keep this shit all the way real, all right, bro? Because I'm not even trying to clown you. Tell us the story that you've been telling us with your homies on the phone.
I remember being in like third or fourth grade. Really, third grade is what comes to mind when this shit happened. And I felt like this nigga Tierman had to be at least 3 or 4 years older than us. I don't
Dame,
remember.
he was in the same grade as me.
Okay.
That nigga punched that nigga back to Lower Elementary School.
I did say it was like about 2 punches. I don't remember it being just a
You
one.
was dizzy with your nose bleeding. You don't remember, bro.
Now listen, dog. So
And I do
said,
remember these niggas like walking me across the street back home. Now that
Like
part,
carrying you like Rocky.
Jordan
no,
flu game.
like arms around their
It was a
shoulders,
flu game. We
like arms
established
around
last
their
week.
shoulder type deal.
Last week we established it was Jordan flu game. It was the Jordan flu game.
Now listen,
Jay,
man.
can you pull up the Jordan flu game picture now? I think please
So
pull up the
look. To get to the now you dropping down to pause, dropping down to your knees and saying, "Mama, I lost." That shit is very important, dog. Because what we said was like, "Yo, you don't never want to." Because Dame don't never let nothing go. He got to overdo it, right?
That's
Like
what
right
started.
now. And we was like, "Yo, what happened to you? Like, what did you not show up how you thought you were supposed to show up?" And this kind of came by like accident. But like, if you thought you let your pops down, your mom's down, like I lost, like this really does uncover like what the fuck happened, dog.
Well, you know, we missing like 3 more people that were there. At least 3 to 4 people that were
Who else
finished
was
the
there?
event.
We had Verge on last week, but Verge was younger, so
Yeah,
he
he
Verge
was
wasn't
wasn't
way
really.
there,
younger.
he said.
Let me
Who else?
see.
Yeah,
Who else was there?
Verge
was
was just to
Matthew was
confirm
there.
that this man was real.
No, it had to be at least 2 more people because we were playing 2-on-2.
Yeah,
Oh,
Matthew
bet.
was there. So it was young Matthew, whose house we was hooping at. I want to say it might have been Lawrence because
Yeah.
he was always down there with Matthew.
Well, it
Now,
wasn't like one of our A1 really important games because we really didn't hoop down there that much. That was
we
like
didn't hoop down there that much.
yeah.
now
So maybe
Dame,
y'all can clear something up too then.
Dame,
So
do they know, do Rich and Al know about the club encounter?
yeah, that's what I
No,
wanted to talk
they was
about.
not with me that night. So I
All
seen
right,
this
so
nigga out of the bar downtown.
but
All
before you
right.
get to this, Dame, I want to confirm this because they can confirm this part. So Dame said after this happened, he pretty much never seen him again until he's like 28 years old at some bar downtown.
That would be true because
That's probably true.
that's true.
Okay.
Because
He
I hooped with TJ. After that, we played against each other in high school and everything. And even then, I only saw TJ at games or at AAU games, stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly
Like,
because
yeah.
he went to Catholic high school, and Damon went to public high school, so they would never like really cross paths.
And the only reason I seen him because I went to public high school was because It was Class C, and so their school, the
So
poorest
this
in my
nigga,
school, was in the
I
same
don't want to
division.
cut you off. I just got to get this off. So, damn, this nigga ran you out the Catholic school district so you wouldn't cross the path?
That nigga went to Cass, dog.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to go to Catholic school no more. Cause
Okay,
back,
right.
cause back then,
So you could go to basketball games and shit. Because if you went to the games and he was a basketball player, he'd be there. So you ain't even want no interaction.
I didn't go to Catholic school games. That's the thing. Like I was only a
We know
public
why.
school shit.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
That's why.
I didn't have no reason to be there. Like I didn't know
I
nobody.
was
You
I was
Your
absolutely
balling
right. You
homeboy
have
out
hoop.
there.
no
What do you
reason.
mean?
You could have came see me ball. I was balling out there at Catholic High School. You ain't come.
I didn't.
Wow.
Never saw you
Wow.
play.
Wow. You
Damn,
said
man.
that was your brother when he got on, right?
It
Right,
is.
but he carried you across the street with your nose bleeding, bro. Like, what's up?
Alvin definitely didn't escort me across the street.
Wait, what'd you say?
You didn't take me across the street. I know that was Rich.
You know what? I don't remember. You might have stumbled across the street yourself, dog. I don't remember.
I walked across the street with him.
I know.
think
I
Alvin
know.
was
Rich was
standing in the
definitely
street
with
laughing.
me.
Alvin was standing in the street eating that fucking peanut butter and laughing.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I was just trying to hoop, dog. I didn't, just a little blood. We just wiped that up. Let's go ahead and hoop, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what we was out there for. You know what I mean?
Win some, you lose some.
So
But you win.
Dame,
And I don't know
I
about
think
this
the fair
encounter.
point now though, Dame. What do you have to say?
I've always been one of the best shit talkers in the universe.
But you
In the
said that
universe.
man was 4 years older than you, and y'all is a year apart.
And your nose is
have
bleeding.
we might have been a year apart in school, but like he the type of nigga that probably got held back. He was old.
This nigga.
He was he was
Nah, I
definitely
agree with
like
that. You
there's
might be
definitely
right.
like an age gap.
To be honest with
That's
you,
why.
he was
they
definitely.
they hold people back in Catholic school.
They
Yeah.
hold people back anywhere, man. He was definitely on the spectrum too, my dude. No doubt.
It just keep
That's
getting
hilarious.
better and better.
So
Yeah.
I got punched by a retard.
No, because
Damn.
he had like a really slow draw, dude, like real slow. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really comprehend. He had a slow draw.
He
He kind of spoke
comprehended
a
that
little
he
weird as
wanted that
well.
nigga to shut the fuck up by any means.
I'm saying though, man, he was athletic. He was athletic. You know what I'm saying? He knew how to control his
Any nigga
hands.
walking down the street eating peanut butter is not to be fucked with, dog. Leave
No,
him
No,
alone.
that's Al.
that was me.
That's
That was
Alvin that was
Alvin.
walking
That was
down the
me.
That was
street eating
Alvin
peanut
walking
butter.
Oh,
down the street.
well,
Yeah.
leave him alone too, because that shit crazy.
Right? Hey, when he said that, I just let that go. Like, what? Like,
No, that was me.
you had
I'm
some
like,
milk
man,
with that or something, bro? Or you just
No,
straight
niggas
peanut
getting their
butter?
protein.
Just
Straight peanut
straight
butter.
peanut butter out the jar with a fucking spoon. And he did it
Straight
all the
peanut
time.
butter.
Every time we hoop, he come out the house, and that's how he
Like
It
kept
that.
wasn't
down
every
there to
man. It
It's
hoop.
like
wasn't
that
every time.
Ludacris
Not every
GIF
time,
Wasn't
commercial.
just
every time.
about. Just about. It was a few times. That was your trademark for me. That's why we
Yeah,
started nicknaming you Peanut Butter.
man, that's delicious, bro.
So, Dame, can you explain to them this encounter that you in the club? And
So
tell them the name of the club, please.
the name of the spot was called Heaven or Hell. It was downtown, nigga. It was downtown.
Al is
It was
not going for it. That
I've never heard of
nigga
Heaven Head.
Al.
first of all, this nigga Allen lived in Michigan in at least 20 years.
This
17.
Well,
nigga.
this was 30 years
Listen,
ago.
but listen. If it was like, listen, if he was that coordinated when he was a preteen, what you think he gonna do to you as a grown man, bro? Like that's not even. I don't even believe this story. Stop.
I seen this nigga at the bar and I was trying to get to him, but he was like leaving out.
Trying to get to him to say what, huh?
Yeah, it say what? Did I hurt your hand?
Nigga. So hold on. So let me get this straight now. Cause at this time,
He's
last
6'5".
time I seen this
He's
nigga, he
6'5".
like 6'5", 6'6" now. And the only reason he probably didn't do anything basketball wise is probably because Alvin Wright. The nigga was kind of stupid, probably, right?
I think he was on the spectrum for sure.
Yeah,
Whoa,
so
whoa,
like
whoa,
his
whoa,
grades
whoa, whoa.
probably wasn't there.
Wait. Dame said he played college ball against Rip Hamilton and what's my man Elamine?
Khalid
Mhm.
Elamine.
That might be
I mean,
true.
he played with them. He
Okay.
played with them. But I'm not, like I said, he ain't do nothing because he couldn't carry grades. School wise, I'm sure. It's probably that was his issue, right? But The nigga at this time, he was 6'5". He was 6'5". Fuck, when I hooped against him in high school, he grew.
Yeah, he was 6'4" in high school, so yeah,
You know what I'm
maybe he
saying?
gained an inch after graduation.
So ain't no way you was trying to holler at this nigga for real. You was trying to say, "What up, TJ? You cool?" and keep it the fuck moving.
I was trying to even the score.
Stop, man. Shut the fuck up, bro. Shut up. We ain't doing that. I love you, nigga, but we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
That would just like if you by yourself, Damon, like that would just make zero sense, dog. You even have some goons with you, dog.
Made no sense.
80, like he got
Who's
an
with
80
you,
inch
man?
reach.
I was with some women. I was definitely not like with the company of a bunch of other niggas.
No.
I was
Wait
at the
a
bar
minute,
with
Last
some
week you
women.
said you was with your
I
niggas.
thought you said
It's,
that niggas separated y'all.
What separated us is niggas in between us. Not
Yeah,
nobody
like niggas at the
stepping
club
in to
hanging
fight.
out.
Yeah, like niggas in the club
It
between us.
wasn't nothing in between y'all but space and opportunity, my nigga.
I'm
So
willing
he
to
ain't even
bet
see
that
you
this
in the
nigga,
club,
yeah,
dog.
I was about to say, I'm willing to bet that this nigga didn't even see Dang. Like he
He
had
didn't.
no
that's
clue.
He didn't.
so Al and Rich. Last week when we had this intervention, we don't even think that TJ knows that Dame that even has this issue with him.
I'm
I'll be
sure he
honest with
doesn't.
you.
He don't give a fuck. He
I'll
don't.
be honest with you.
He probably don't even
Da-
remember that shit, bro.
Damon is
That's
not the only person TJ swung on. I swear to God, I know that for sure.
Like, I'm sure he don't, bro. I'm sure
That
he
nigga
don't
Dame
remember
got
who
into it
fucked
with a
Damon
shooter.
in.
with Chris Parlow. He got to it with Chris Parlow, and he was going to attack Chris Parlow in heaven
Man.
or hell in downtown Detroit.
One thing you got to understand is if somebody is that violent at that young of age, that wasn't the first time he swung on somebody. It wasn't the first time.
Fuck no.
It wasn't the
Like,
first time for fisticuffs.
how he even squared up? It was
Like I'm saying,
like
that wasn't even his neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So he feel comfortable everywhere around the city throwing hands.
Dame,
You know what I'm saying?
no, you shouldn't have any shame, Dame. If this man hit me out with one punch, I would have let it go forever, bro.
Yeah, you just
Like
got
this,
nicked
So
on,
hold
my
on,
dog.
look. I'm gonna tell you why
But
he can't
wait,
let it go. It's a reason why he can't let it go. And
but
the
if
reason he can't let it
you
go is that nigga Alvin. Alvin give him shit about it every chance he get. He don't let the nigga live it down. And that's
So-
Wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. So, Dane, you was holding all this aggression, telling us these fake stories.
The story is real.
No, it's not. Your story is
no,
not real.
it's based on a true story.
The only
No,
thing
it's
real
based
in
on
your
a true
story is
story.
the characters.
Yeah,
You made your own scenario, nigga.
it's one of them Lifetime movies
Look,
based on a true story.
Listen,
you
I'm
for
telling
sure
y'all,
lost
this the
homie
truth.
court tonight. You
This the
brought the
truth.
witnesses, and you lost homie court tonight.
It's like
This-
they be doing shit that don't make sense. Like you arguing with the nigga that's the killer. Then you bring on two witnesses who don't agree with your story. Like what's going on?
Look, man, this the truth.
And they tease you about it.
The reason this nigga really carry all this animosity, even remember any of this shit, is because Alvin won't let the nigga live it down. He remind him
Al
of this
is
shit
the
every
antagonist.
chance. Yes.
Alvin
The real
is
bad
the
guy in this shit is
antagonist of
Alvin.
Dame.
Yeah, he the real bad guy in this shit. Every chance
Oh,
he
man.
get, he remind Damon of
Hey,
this shit.
Rich, man, what's up, man?
I mean, it's the truth, bro, because it's funny. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
like, if y'all can see
listen.
y'all group chat, anytime Dame start popping off at the lips, Alvin remind that nigga.
Well,
You
here's
ain't talk
the
that
thing.
shit to TJ.
Yo,
Every chance he gets, that's the first line. You ain't talk that shit to TJ.
dog, this makes
Don't
so
start
much
being
sense,
tough
dog.
with us now. Right? Like,
That's so much sense. Is that when you credit the character? That's when they went wild.
It's a cold origin story, dog.
Listen. What's so cold about this is TJ go see this and be like, I didn't know you felt like that, Damon. I'm sorry.
no, TJ gonna be like, who the fuck is Dame? Like,
Nigga,
that's
he
what
might
gonna be
punch
like,
through you today, bro.
You
You
don't
better
remember
stop.
that nigga. You don't
And you
remember
caught
that
that
nigga, I'm
nigga
sure.
retired. You better take it back. You better take it back.
I'll take that back. That nigga's a functioning retard. He probably still get
See, look
a
at him,
check
double
and
it
wear a
down,
beard.
double it down, double it
But
down.
His high
he
school
won here Quidditch.
classroom had carpet in it.
Now, Dame, ain't nobody gonna
He
be there
won
to
here
be.
Quidditch though.
Ain't nobody gonna be there when you
Oh,
had to be like,
man.
I know you
Well,
wonder how I got here.
At this point in time, man, ain't nobody pulling up on nobody fist fighting at 40 years old, man. It's done and over with.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
definitely done and over with.
So
But I
in
agree.
real life, Alvin, you created Dame. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
him.
You made this a soft spot. So now he has
yeah.
created a version of himself that will not allow him to take an L, but
I don't know
because
if
you
y'all
keep reminding him of the L that he took.
I don't know if y'all seen that new season of that show called Them, but season 2, yeah, I definitely created a monster.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right,
Because I
right.
mean, it's I'm one of those dudes, man. I find something funny in basically every situation. You understand?
Oh yeah, this is definitely funny.
But it's not. I'm not having fun. I'm not having fun right now because I feel bad. Dame sent me the text this morning. I'm like, you want me to do what?
I want you to get online and tell these niggas I was 9 years old when dog punched me.
I'm
I
like,
remember
Like, why
being
man.
would
in.
you not tell them the story you told us so it worked for you? Because this don't make
So
no sense that you
I
would
want
know.
everything. I want everything to be authentic. I feel like my timeline is the correct timeline.
No,
I know I
it's
wouldn't.
not.
Nah.
No, it
It's
can't be,
not.
Dame. It can't be.
Yeah,
I
bro.
will say
We
this,
was a
Dame.
little older than that, bro.
I'll be
We was a
honest with
little
you,
older
bro.
than
It was
that.
like from the age of 7 to basically 14. That all seemed like one age to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Plus,
I agree with you.
to be honest with you, bro, we went in third grade because that's when I moved over there. And this was a few years later when this happened.
There you go.
He got some
So
cold
look,
time stamps on your ass, boy.
so this do change a little bit, right? Because like in the third grade and you 9 years old, you get beat up by an older kid. It's whatever. You feel me? But like when you 13, that's like 7th or the 8th grade. And like them formative years, like that's like who you are. You type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
definitely wasn't in 8th grade. If
He
anything, it
wasn't
was.
13.
He's
He was
he's
probably
probably
12 and a half.
he's probably in the 7th grade.
Yeah,
He's in
Dame,
the
you might have been
7th
about
grade.
6th grade. Because it was the summertime, so you were in between grades, actually.
Yeah, so
To be honest with you.
he's probably in the 7th grade.
Damn, you went into junior high with a cold knockout like that?
And I never
I mean,
took another one.
because
But
he had to get a restart. He went to a whole he got
Yeah.
one little fight and his mom got scared, so she sent him to his auntie, uncle, and cat sack. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
hey man, I ain't gonna lie, man. That's funny, man. Cause you swore by being 9, and niggas kind of had sympathy, like man, shit no 14-year-old be punching on 9-year-old, but now nigga a 14-year-old to 12-year-old, that's fair game, dog.
And
It
we
is.
don't know if he was 14. So, Al, how much older are you than Dame?
I think 2 years? 3 years?
Yeah.
2,
You
3
like?
Well,
years.
how old
I'm
are you right
42.
now?
I'm 44 right now.
Yeah,
2
I'm
years.
42.
But it was the summertime, so my birthday's in the summer.
Yeah, you about to turn 45.
Yes, that's what comes after 44. So I can't speak to when TJ's birthday is, but I agree with Damon. He might have been held back because, like I said, this dude was a man amongst kids.
Did you know that Dame searches him on the internet?
Damon don't want that smoke, man. It's like he ain't hard to find. He ain't
Like
hard to find.
he explained to us, like I guess he's gained weight now. Like he's been searching him for a long time. Like whatever
Yeah,
you've done to Dame, he has internalized it and he's been searching and stalking this man on the internet for a long time.
I've looked him up to see if he was dead or not.
Jesus.
I thought the Lord would have done his thing by now.
I mean, I agree with
Nah.
Rich. It is all my fault because nobody else talk about it but me. When nobody else there but me and Richard.
But
And
Dame,
Richard don't say nothing about it.
this man didn't do, like, he didn't do nothing crazy.
Hey man, your son
Like
gonna
he was
see this
supposed
because
to.
he gonna be like, I was on there, so people gonna watch it so they can see your son. Yes, and he gonna hear this story, dog, and he gonna know the
Loki, you
truth.
was fucking with
So have
him.
you ever told your son this story?
Dog, the wild shit my kids have witnessed from me. This is a raindrop in the ocean, my nigga. This wasn't
Hey, you
even.
say this ain't even the wildest shit, huh?
But
No, that's not
but
even
have they
close.
ever seen you get punched? You always been the aggressor, probably, and this is why.
So
remember
Damon,
Yeah,
he
they
what were
always.
you saying to him, dude? What were you
remember he
saying?
maced that woman in the car, SJ.
And
That was the
another
girl that
one.
took his. That was the girl that took his cane, right?
Yeah. No, she didn't
No,
take.
that was
She didn't take the cane, but this was. Remember that crazy bitch on the east side that had me, that wouldn't let me leave the house, Rich?
Yeah, I remember that shit too.
That's who I maced.
That's how you got out the household. Y'all, I don't know if he ever told y'all that story. Nigga called me because some girl had this nigga at gunpoint in the house and wouldn't let his ass out.
so. You know what's so interesting, dog? I'm glad you brought that up because sometimes they would tell a story, and I'd be like, I can't deny that it happened, but like, yo, this is just too wild. But
Oh, that
since
shit
you,
happened because he called me, and I was
He
laughing
talked.
like a
You talked
motherfucker.
to her. You
I
talked to the
did
bitch.
talk to her. I talked to her. I did. She's
So
You
you
crazy.
tried to
talked her
talk her off
down
the
off of that
ledge.
nigga?
so can you
I
tell me
mean,
what Dame? Tell me what Dame said to you when he called you.
Help.
bro, help. He was like, help me. And mind you, I'm already living in a different state, so it's like, man, I'm like 4 hours away. I'm like, bro, what the
Help
fuck you
you
want me to
what?
do? Yeah, like, help you what, bro? He like, man, you gotta talk to her something. So I ended up talking to her, and she get your fucking boy. You know, Diamond on some dumb ass. Probably, I don't know, man. I don't know what he did to that woman, honestly and truthfully.
His mom got him in
You know what I'm
trouble
saying?
again.
Maybe he put it all the way in her, and she loved him and didn't want to let go. Maybe he dirty dick Dame her. I don't fucking know, man. Like, ain't no fucking telling. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was
but
living
she was
real
upset.
salacious.
I'm gonna
She was
yield my
really
time.
upset. She was upset. She's talking about popping that nigga. And you know, I had to talk to her for a minute so this nigga could get out the house. Goofy. That's my nigga though.
That's crazy.
I love him to death, man. Nigga funny as hell. And he got crazy ass shit that happened to him. You know what I'm saying? But how much of that shit be his fault? I'm gonna say
All of it.
about
All of it.
93% of that shit be his
You say
fault.
like 98.2.
And it all stemmed from this situation and him getting his nose bloody.
I mean, they don't know how to shut the fuck up, man.
Y'all
Y'all
remember
hear him
that?
on the
Y'all
podcast.
remember that? Damn it, what was that dude's name? He was the manager of one of them wrestlers. He used to wear them loud jackets and sunglasses with that bullhorn.
Jimmy Hart.
That's you. Don't never shut your ass up. Never
Man,
shut
that's
up.
crazy.
Every situation Damon they got into is his fault. I always side with the other person because I already know.
So he did get trapped in the house with pit bulls and a girl with a gun. We have confirmed
Yeah,
that is the truth.
yeah, that
Unfortunately,
happened.
you maced a car full of kids. Did he tell y'all that?
That was her.
Uh,
That was her. I maced her. I maced her and her nieces and nephews.
That's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know
that's
about none
You
of
crazy.
that
got
now.
you got my cane stolen. The cane was my cane, and he got
That
my
was your
cane
cane.
stolen.
That's fucked up.
Man,
That's
this is
fucked up.
crazy.
Now
Oh,
that you know them
OJ
kids is
Johnson the
probably
king.
grown now.
Fuck the kids.
See, there we
All
go.
right,
See,
all right. They know
say
your
I
that
make
some more.
they know
Hey,
they know
look.
your sweet
Hey,
spot.
look. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. You gonna wonder why Dane come in the motherfucking studio next week with his motherfucking head wrapped up because one of them kids ran up on him and fucked him up.
Low key be coming in the studio with branches and bruises already. He be like, "Oh, I cut myself shaving." Are
Oh
you
no,
really
nigga!
cutting yourself shaving,
It's been years. It's been years since I came in on my shit bandaged.
nigga? My nigga, this nigga had bad. It was bleeding. It was a whole bunch of shit, dog.
It was the
Sound like you
last
got hit
time
in
I
there with a
was here
bomb.
though.
Hey, you out here funking with
Shit.
people, man. You out here for real grown up with beef. Like you out here beefing.
Yeah, this game kind of wild, man. Like I don't understand it. And the killer part is a lot of his beef shit be with women. Like that shit wild as fuck, man. That shit wild as hell.
Did he do it?
It was a woman that took the cane from you. It was a woman that had you held up in the house with pit bulls and a gun. Like
A woman you
that's
maced.
dang, bro.
A woman
That's
that
the
you beat
same.
up a woman
That's
that you beat up in the casino that you told the story on the very first episode of Shop Talk podcast. Now she was also the woman thought
a
she was a man.
stud. She was a stud.
This is YouTube.
Christ.
Don't get us demonetized. Or
Now wait. So now was she really a stud though?
It don't matter.
We don't
It don't.
know. We
Damon don't
don't
care.
know.
Damon
We
said her
don't know.
pronouns were he and him. So
damn,
Dang,
I don't
dang
want to.
wild, man. Dang wild.
What?
I don't want no videotape to come out and they look at me like, yo, whose man is this? I'm like,
I remember I was out at the casino. Alvin, I was out at the casino one night with a woman that was not my wife, and I saw your mother come when I was coming up the escalator,
And
and
what
she
she say?
called me out. She was like, "Damon Bradley, that is not your wife." And I
Boom.
had not had that conversation. I had not had the conversation with the young lady that I was still legally married, even though I was separated.
Yeah, my
Your
mother's
mama
wrong
made it
person to
hot as
see.
hell.
Yeah, well, hey, that's where I get it from, dog.
And that's a fact too. Alvin talk a lot of shit. His mom was that. She was that on the block.
Oh yeah, she didn't give a fuck.
She's still that
She didn't give
now.
no fuck.
She
I
didn't
mean,
give a fuck.
yeah. She's still that now. She still talk that shit. She see you.
so how niggas used to treat Dame on the block?
Nah, he was cool, man. He family. Like
Yeah, that was cool, man.
it wasn't
That's my
too
brother
many of
for
us
real.
on the block. It was me, Damon, Richard, our boy Shaheed. I mean, our block was small, man. We was a family, bro. We all got along. Wasn't no beef, wasn't nothing like that. We was all good. You know what I'm saying?
Dame like to say, it was a treacherous neighborhood, on PA.
I never.
The pride
like
of PA
you get
Day.
the pride of PA.
I mean,
All right.
it was
I mean,
like
it is still PA. You know what I'm saying?
we got stuck up for our packets. You know what I'm saying? But
You got robbed, Dame?
Yeah, we got robbed one night.
it was an attempted robbery because all I
Yeah.
saw was the handle of that joint. And I was gone. So I didn't even. I'm one of them niggas. I ain't look for no friends. I was gone. Okay.
I've been robbed before, man. It happens to the best of us.
It happened.
we was
We
we was
was
kids
kids.
too when that shit happened. Yeah, we was kids when that happened.
So Al, you ain't trying to go look for him like at the club?
The dude who had the gun. No, so that for sure. That for sure was that might have been around the time. That might have been the same summer, Damon. The incident we talking
Yeah,
about. I don't even know.
I think that might have been the same something.
What?
Yeah,
No,
that was a
no,
rough
no.
summer.
That nigga double backed. That was him.
No, man. Our block was. Those were the best. Those were some of the best days, man. Our block was great.
Like, I don't know if Damon ever told y'all the greatest summer ever. Like, that shit was wild. It was just wild that we always had money and was just fucking off money and didn't understand. Like, I guess I don't think we had an appreciation for our parents at that age. It was
Nobody
summer
does.
'95. Like, Friday had
Hell
just
no, we
came
did.
out. Friday had just came out. I think Nutty Professor. I don't know how we had bootlegs of this shit already. We watched that shit every day. Ate Coney Island, rode our bikes, talked to girls around the neighborhood every fucking day. Hooped.
So that year, those 2 years, 94, 95, that was a big, like when it comes to you and Damon's relationship, because I went to Catholic high school and I was in school from 8 to like basically 12 hours a day.
Yeah.
So I ain't even
Yeah.
come out. I only came outside in the summertime, really.
So I mean, like, just I don't know. Dame was cool on the block, man. Like everybody was cool on our block. Our block was very PG
Virgil
when I really
next
think about
door
it. It
to
was Virgil lived next door to me.
Virgil grew up next door to Rich.
We did
So like,
have some drug smugglers on the block a few times.
I mean, yeah, but like, but for the most part, like it was it's fucking Rosedale, man. Like shit was cool. It was a different upbringing. Like the neighborhood, our block. I can say our block was kind of mixed. It was white people still on our block. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get older, you realize the white people that was on your block was millionaires. Never didn't live like it. Didn't
I
act
tell you
like
like
it.
this:
None of that shit.
what happened to us is not happening to anybody like nowadays.
Fuck
They're
no,
not
we was
gonna move. They're
definitely
not gonna move to a
fortunate.
block and they have lifelong friends. That's just not happening nowadays.
Fuck no, we was definitely lucky and fortunate.
Yeah, no doubt.
I said, them white people still there though.
Yeah. Well, no, the people that live next door to Damon, they had been moved. The people that
It's
live
new white
next door to
people,
me, they live there still. I know their son's still there.
You know what I'm saying? It's new white people. My kids playing Rosedale baseball, so
Okay. So Man, we were fortunate, bro. Like we grew up at the right time. Like when you think about the shit, like it could be a movie because it was certain shit that definitely
That's what
you
I'm
don't see.
gathering. Like the wood. I mean, like
Yeah, it was all it kind of sort of like the wood. It was a little better than the wood though because we had a private security company when we were younger that drove around the neighborhood, right?
So like the Inkwell.
A little bit, but the funny like these niggas, they was cool as fuck. Like they be like, yo, such and such going on over here. The police over here, don't go down this street. You know what I'm saying? We riding our bikes around and shit. You see the
Richard,
motherfucking security
tell me
guard
this.
smoking weed, chilling at the park.
What year was it that we had that basketball tournament? Because I remember TJ had a team in that tournament.
what year was it, Dave?
We beat
Was that
the
the same
team.
summer?
That was we was maybe in high school by then.
We was in high school when that happened. So this.
So you saw him again.
96.
So you saw him again.
So you see
And
I don't remember that nigga hooping.
Oh, now you don't remember. He was in the tournament.
He had a team in the tournament because we beat him.
We was in high school. We was in high school.
Damn.
96,
You
97.
looking kind of funny in the light. You looking funny. That story looking funny in the light.
Yeah, no, Damien.
Last week you saw him for the first time 20 years later in a bar, and now it's kind of like you saw the nigga.
He might not have seen that nigga at the park that day because it was the first time they did this hoop tournament thing. It was a lot of motherfucking people there. It was crowded as fuck. And
I think I can remember
what time you showed up.
I think I told Damon. I said, Damon, TJ got a team here.
Yeah, and I think like it was a lot of people. So and like he would have like Dame wasn't here for every one of our games. He came to I think our last two.
And y'all beat TJ and them in the championship though, right?
No. We beat them before the champ. We lost in the championship game.
Alvin need to go on the pod. It's Alvin. So, but Dame, you said we was in high school at this time.
Yeah, because I remember that tournament. We was in high school.
He can't be 4 years older than you and be in high school at the same time.
You know, facts ain't never really been like Dame sticking point. You feel me?
But when
I say
Curve, you work in school. You know when you retarded, they can keep you there an extra year or two. Retards be able to go to school up until they like 26.
No, my nigga, that was around.
He played college basketball. You said he played college basketball. He can't. He might have been a little. You know, he had a little 3-piece on him. But now, is it now, Rich? Is it a possibility?
We don't really know this for sure. We know they shooting their man some bail too, though.
Yeah. Now, Rich, is it possible that Dame could have forgot what he looked like after the fight?
No. This dude, he's menacing. Dude,
you remember that shit for the rest of your life.
So he ain't hit him that hard. So Dame, you seen him. You just wasn't trying to see him.
No, I didn't see that nigga that day. But I can promise you,
like I said,
this nigga looks the same.
You ain't seen him, but was you trying to see him that day though? Because you know it's a difference.
I wasn't running.
No, hell no. No, he wasn't trying to see him that day. I'm gonna answer for that. He don't get the question. He wasn't trying to see that nigga that day.
I wasn't running.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I was nervous about playing against that nigga just because the nigga had game, and I wasn't trying to lose.
I wasn't.
Man, y'all keep calling this nigga TJ. We need his real name to look this nigga up if he got this.
Terrence Johnson.
Now that name that you typed was not it. The name that you sent was not it.
We try to
Yes,
Google
it
that.
is. That's the name I put in the group.
That name is not a person.
Wrong because we could not find him. I tried.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I've never seen a social media or none of his. So he might not be one of those niggas on social media and nothing like that.
So Rich, we just was trying to look up the stats. Like if he played these sports, he's in a stat book.
So he played D1 ball.
The name he put up was that's not a person.
His name was spelled different. I know it was like a TERAMYONOUN.
Man, it's about 60 people on this live. Anybody who know TJ, please plug him in with Top Talk Podcast. I want to have a because he has changed the course of Dame life and he don't even know it.
And
No,
it's
he
not
don't
even
know.
real.
Here's the
He,
thing.
he lying to himself about what happened.
Like
Here's
you
the thing.
shouldn't
Like
feel bad because you asked to get punched in the nose.
exactly. Here's the thing. We I don't want to get on here and vilify Terrence because, like I said, Damon is Jimmy Hart. He just don't shut up.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
never
like
had
it wouldn't. That shit wasn't
he-
TJ fault.
Richard.
Like
Richard
TJ
can
just like, yo,
attest.
bro, chill out.
Richard can attest to the amount of trash I talk to every human being I encounter, and TJ never punched me. Okay,
But
and I went to
nigga,
school
hold
with
on
him.
now. You're right. He didn't punch you, but you damn near got all of us in a fight. So you got your shit too.
What are you talking
You
about?
got, nigga, you got drunk in that
He was
bar.
9.
Oh, you talking?
No, he wasn't 9.
Okay,
We was
so
grown as hell.
adult.
It
No,
was
we
funny
was
because
grown. That
we was grown, but it was funny. Alvin was a little
that
drunk. And Alvin got this thing where he'd just be like, he'd be just standing there out of nowhere, and he'll
First off,
like
this ain't
dance
about
off
me.
and
This
start
ain't about
dancing
me.
off and shit in your fucking face. And my man didn't want that shit. And he pushed Alvin. When he
This
pushed
ain't about me.
Alvin ran into me. And Alvin just looked at that nigga like, bro, you don't want this smoke. And my man didn't want it because he didn't realize it was like fucking 7 of us standing there. You know what I'm saying? But Alvin be having this shit too because he talk a lot of shit. But
Yeah,
it be funny.
alcohol induced.
Alvin joke. Alvin shit.
Alcohol induced.
Alvin do shit out of fun.
That
Damon
nigga
talk
said
shit
he
just to talk
stood
shit.
in front of a nigga for a dance off.
Yeah,
That's
it
crazy.
was. That's what he
That nigga like
dance off, nigga.
no, that's it. That's definitely it.
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's definitely like both these niggas just talk a lot of shit. So in our group chat, they talk shit to each other. They go back and forth. And
My nigga Alvin,
always remind Damon.
my nigga Alvin is the one who coined the term Down syndrome Jesus. If you ever saw my,
Yeah,
if you ever saw my
yeah,
old Jesus
yeah.
tattoo,
We just
Down
talked
syndrome
about
Y'all
that on
never
the
Jesus.
seen his
pod
Jesus
like 2
tattoo?
weeks ago.
Yeah,
Now, Alvin is great. Alvin, you never been on the pod before?
yeah. He got
No,
Yeah,
You
Alvin
gotta
got to come.
you gotta come
you
fuck
gotta.
with the pod, dog.
Alvin don't come home enough, man.
He
I'll be
got to
honest.
get him.
I'll be honest with you. I'm home this Friday. To be honest with you.
Uh
I'll be
oh.
honest with
How long you home
And y'all
for?
record on Fridays.
We
you.
record on Fridays, my
Hey, yo,
nigga.
yeah. Hey,
Hey.
I'm home Friday too.
I'm,
Jason.
There it is.
yeah, my
I'll
niece.
be
My
home
niece going
Friday
to
too.
Verge
niece
said
going
he
to a
Verge
prom.
said he gonna be Verge will be in town too, right?
Hey
Think
man,
so, y'all.
hey look, this is the perfect setting.
Maya going to prom, so y'all, if you get a sec, y'all
Oh yeah,
come
I'm coming
through.
down for that.
Listen,
Okay.
the universe is working like a motherfucker because y'all go see TJ and somebody got to pull the camera out and sink or swim day flat out. I was just
Seeing
punching
that
that
nigga
nigga in the
would be the
wheelchair. You better
equivalent
kick
to
that nigga over.
seeing that nigga
Here's
would be the equivalent to seeing Bigfoot. He just
no. Here's the thing. Damon harbors all these bad feelings towards TJ. Like Richard said, TJ. I mean, he just went on about his day. Probably went home, had a sandwich, and went to bed. Like he ain't worried
Dame,
about that.
like in you made him like a villain in your story, and you was actually the bad guy, dog.
Exactly.
Like he didn't do
Good
nothing to
work.
you. I mean, he
I
punched
was
you in
the
your
victim.
shit.
I was the
No,
victim.
man, listen.
Nah.
No.
You the
You
you
playing
wasn't the
victim.
victim.
You
And
playing
again,
victim.
You a
You
kid.
acting like a white
if I
lady.
wouldn't have constantly brought this up throughout the years, it would have been long forgotten 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
Facts. I do agree with that. Alvin
But
The
remind us
biggest
for
thing I
every
can
time
think of
Damon
in
get
this
out of
whole
pocket.
story, the most
But-
shocking thing in this whole story is you falling down to your knees and saying, "Mama, I lost." Like I don't know if I'm ever gonna get over that, dog.
How
I
did you
don't
forget
think
that?
so.
Because that's definitely not what you said happened.
SJ, it was not a
She
murmur
probably,
of that.
she probably was like, "What is this nigga talking about?"
It was not a murmur of that last week. He
I'm
said they
never
went
gonna forget
home.
that.
It was not a
Did you do
murmur
that
of
though?
that.
Yeah, what made you do that, bro?
embarrassment, man. I'm sure it
nigga,
hurt. Shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just
and every
embarrassment.
nigga,
Mama opened
every
the
nigga
door.
in this room, understand the comfort of their mama. Nigga, I just
Not after
like
a fight.
these two niggas know my mama, and she was the most loving, sweet person in the world. I see my mama and I crumbled, nigga. I just did.
But you,
That's
the,
kind
the,
of
the
that's
reason,
kind of how it
I
was,
get it.
man.
I get it. I get
The
it.
door swung open. We pulled the screen door open. The door swung open. He saw his mama, and it was just like somebody
He
that loved
fainted.
me. Like he was happy,
But it
and
wasn't.
like
It
he
wasn't.
just told her
It
the
was
truth.
like it was blood everywhere, dude. It was blood everywhere. There's blood on his lip. There's blood on
It's
his
all on
face.
his
There's blood
shirt.
on his hands.
His
It
whole
was on
shirt
his
was
shirt.
yeah.
This is
I had never.
crazy,
It
man.
opened to that point. I had
no,
never
this,
seen a human with so much blood.
Yeah, he leaked them. He leaked them with one punch though.
One punch.
Damn, you didn't mention blood last week.
Wait,
It's a lot.
Hey, Richard. But to be honest, it might have been a sneak attack. I don't remember.
Nah, it wasn't no sneak attack because they got face to face with each other, and I was
Because
trying to tell
somebody
Dame,
mentioned
yo,
his
man, shut up.
stance. Well, I think Rich, you said the stance he got into.
Like the stance he got into, like bro, like what is it? Like what's up? Like you don't want to shut up, so what is it? And Damon kept,
Yeah, I remember
they
did argue for a little bit, and then Damon
they
just
went
kept
back
going
and
out.
forth for a minute. Damon just kept
He
going.
kept going at him. And at that
And
point,
you
no
ain't even
bitching that-
hooping. So what did you tell?
Hold on,
What are
hold
you
on.
saying? You
Hold on,
saying he
hold on.
sucked or something? What are you doing? What are you doing?
At that point, I felt real. I was real proud of Damon for going back and forth with him, for as big as that man was. I was like, okay.
I didn't. I
Ain't
wasn't
no
proud of
bitching
Damon. I was
Dame.
like, yo, bro.
But
Shut up.
Be it
but the
out you.
whole but the whole thing was like I've always talked shit like my whole life. I don't know if it was
Yeah,
one thing in particular. It was just me running. It's just me doing what I normally do.
yeah. But you know what I'm saying. You gotta know your audience too. Like he didn't know you, and you didn't know him.
Yes,
So
yes.
he took
Let's be
everything.
clear.
He didn't
That was
take it like
Damon's
you was
first time
playing.
seeing him.
Yeah, that was y'all first encounter meeting.
Yeah,
He was
exactly.
just like, you know what I'm saying.
Was you talking about his clothes, the way he hooped? Like,
Right? What
He
you
was,
saying?
he was just
I
telling me
was
suck.
I just be talking. I can't say
I
it
need
was
an
one thing.
example, dog.
I
I
can't
think
say
he.
it was one thing in particular. Like I would just
Bro,
I've
you know what
always
you
ran my
said to
mouth.
cause all that blood to run out your body.
I think it might have been. I mean, that was the time of your mama joke. So it might have been something your mama. You know what I'm saying?
I know for a fact it started off when he was talking about how TJ hoop. He was like, bro, you weak, you soft, you can't do this, you can't do that, you ain't ball. Like every time TJ missed a shot, he had something to say. Right? Every time TJ missed a shot, he had something to say.
That rim
Ball
was
don't
that was
lie.
high though.
Yeah, that
Ball
type
don't
shit.
lie.
But you
Was puffy
also
high.
what TJ didn't know, and I think that's the other thing too. What TJ didn't realize is Damon don't know how to hoop not one bit.
I've
I
never
think he would
seen
have
Dame
like
do
just laughed
anything
it off if he
athletic.
had known that. Nah, it ain't it. It ain't in. He don't even run right. You know what I'm saying? It ain't in.
Hey, look though, I'm about to catch the last bit of this game because this shit is this bitch busting. So I'm gonna slide off.
I wanted you to tap in on this topic too, because we ain't gonna only talk here about Dame and shit. I did have a quick topic. You got a second for one
Yeah.
topic?
Cause
All right.
I can't keep this shit up with this nigga. This shit is sick.
All right, man. Here we go.
What do you want the NBA and the NBPA to know? What's your message to them?
The fact that we might not be superstars. I never made an all-star team. Yeah, I made some money, but I never started. I started a little bit, but your stars, right, and the people that make the league thrive, that's good, but we're still here. We're players that might have not made hundreds of $1 million, but we still got to go back to society. We still got to go back to society and, fit in. And so what I would say is the fact that, like, don't take none of this for granted, like the players and show everybody like the same amount of love. If you're going to show one, show it to all. There's so many players like Delonte West that needs help. And I think the NBA being a $1 billion entity and the Players Association, that's what they get paid for, need to come and check on these players that are building this lead. We got to stop this stigma of what's going on. I went through divorce, injury, death, and no one was there. Krista Chin didn't call me, the Players Association. Ron, they didn't call me. Say, hey, Glenn, even this case happened. They didn't call me.
The Players Association never reached out.
They never called me.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there.
I'm gonna say this. I sent that clip to Dame when I seen that, right? And so this is my whole feel about that. First off, bro, you're a grown ass man. You had the opportunity to do some stuff that a lot of people never had the chance to do.
Yep.
That's first off. It ain't the NBA Players Association or the NBA job to make sure that somebody come check on you. Because guess what? Once you walked outside your parents' house, I don't know if y'all was ever told this, my dad told it to me. Once you leave out this house, nobody out there in this world give a fuck about you. So you gonna handle it on your own, or you gonna fall off, right?
Yep.
2, you got accused of stealing, and now all of a sudden you want this sympathy. You was just on before all this came up. You was cracking jokes, talking shit, living your best life. Now that you about to go to jail, you gotta go sit down. Now all of a sudden you want all this sympathy. So now it's when nobody there for me. Like, bro, stop it, man. I don't want to hear. I don't have the sympathy
Nobody
for
cares. He
people
needs a
that was in that
therapist.
position. Yeah, I don't have that. Yeah, go see a therapist, bro. You have money to go do that shit. You know what I'm
Nobody cares.
saying? Like, and I'm sure it was people in that locker room that looked out for you because you was on TV, you was getting interviews and stuff. You hung out with KG and them, and you got a championship ring. Like, bro, I don't want to hear that. Like, all that now that you in trouble shit. Same thing with Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Now that you're in trouble, now all of a sudden, oh man, I was in a dark place and everything. Nah, bro, you mad we saw what we saw. You mad you got caught. And all of a sudden, you want some fucking sympathy. And I ain't
Nobody
got it
cares.
for you, bro. That's just me. Like, I don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't got shit to do with all the other superstars. It ain't got shit because you had the same opportunity as everybody else. You
Transfer
got the
that.
same opportunity in the NBA.
Transfer that to anybody else's normal regular 9 to 5. You go to Burger King. I don't give a fuck if your grandma died.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? You work for Amazon. They don't give a fuck if somebody died. They don't give a fuck about none of that.
You know,
fucking show up and you get fired.
Yeah. My job gonna be like, yo, bro, you got 2 days. Be back here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Like stop
My job
it, bro.
say you
like,
got 3 days, and I need an obituary.
Yeah, and I need an obituary.
So,
all right.
So to give some context to that clip, that was Glenn Big Baby Davis, and he is about to go to prison for a health insurance scam that him and like 22 other players got convicted for, where they were saying that we was doing all these medical conditions and stuff, and they was basically taking the money, right? So like, yo, I got a $300,000 worth of back injury consultation. They was doing the monies. It's a whole, like, Will Bynum to play here just went to prison like 2 weeks ago. It's a whole bunch of them people or what have you. And so like I looked up his career earnings, and he made $34 million, you know what I'm saying, during this playing career, which is that's not no chump change. You feel me? And I do understand half go to taxes and lawyers and all other good stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's life-changing money though. And I also understand when I'm looking at him, he had some financial hardships, invested in some bad businesses that, you know, shit just fucked up. But like, I get it, you wasn't a superstar and all that shit, but like, I didn't tell you how to manage your money. I didn't tell you that you had to live in the same style of house that Kevin Garnett lived in. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to. You don't make the much. Kevin, what you made in your whole career, Kevin Garnett made every season, type shit. And like, it's not the NBA's fault or the NBA Player Association to check on you after you're not a player, because it's the Players Association. Like, I'm worried about the active players. They didn't check on you after you found out that you were stealing from the NBA. Like you robbing the company I work for, and I should come check on you to find out how you robbed the company that you work for or whatnot.
Jay Johnson, listen to this, man. He did the exact same thing that multiple people in multiple states around America does. If you're working for the police department or the fire department, they do the exact same thing. They get injured on the job, and then they fake up some documents so they can be off another year. So you can be off 364 days. You come in one day and say, Doc, I can't go back. The doctor's like, all right, sign a little sheet, and then you're off for another year. So, I mean, he did it. He the only one that got caught. They've probably been doing this for years, man. Like I said, City working through this all the time. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
but I guess they submit forms like, hey, I paid out of pocket $22,000 from this medical stuff, and the fund reimbursed them, right? So in actuality, what you're doing is actually stealing money from the people who actually need it in your fraternity. You know what I'm saying? And then turn around and say, yo,
paying in. Yeah.
So
yep.
And then look at who he used as an example, Delonte West. Everybody know his situation, his story, right? But people don't talk about the other part of why he in his situation.
Well, he used that name for sympathy, because we all have sympathy for the like. It's not the same. You don't got a mental health issue. You don't have a drug problem. Like
exactly, bro. Like, get out of here with that.
AJ, you said one of y'all had that on your list. Or was it? I don't remember if it was SJ or AJ. One of y'all said y'all wanted to talk about that too.
Yeah, it was me, and that's basically what it was. Like, you just was all jokes and games until until you actually understand the severity of what you have signed up for, which is to go do time in a penitentiary and be away from your family. I don't care if it's a day, that's too long. And you probably one of the biggest names of the people who were involved. And people got to understand what come with having a big name when you involved in group activities, when you committing crimes. You the big fish to fry, bro. Now, I don't know if you hurt for real. I don't know what you actually did to get the time, but I do know if you submitting fake information to get back real money, you actually, like you said, you doing your brothers in arms a disservice. Because now, when people really hurt, they gonna have to jump through hoops to get their money back they paid for. And I just ain't with that, bro.
I 100% agree.
I just don't like the fact that, like, and as if it's somebody else's responsibility to take care of you when you're a grown up. Like, well, this is $1 billion company. Well, I gave you $34 million, my nigga. Who told you that you had to have the ring?
Big baby, bro.
That
and here's
part.
the thing: he could have had more money. He didn't put it in the work. Everybody was saying he didn't put it in the work. He could have did this. He could have did that. He was lazy. Ain't my fault. Go to jail. Nobody cares.
I feel like don't cry now, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew what it was, bro, and you knew the hammer was about to come down on you because people been going to jail for years for this.
Yep.
But
Some
niggas
please
always cry when they
years
start looking at football numbers. When niggas finally realize they're gonna be
Well, I
away
guess the quarterback, because he only got like a 4, right? He got a 4-piece, so that's
he got like 39 months.
Yeah, so them not football numbers, dog.
No,
Hey, I
it's
think
not.
the nigga should pick up comedy because he a funny ass nigga, man. That's what I think he should do, bro.
He been acting. He on Power.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
He the
Like I
nigga
said-
in jail. He played a nigga in jail on Power, by the way.
That's why I don't take certain roles, man, and I don't entertain certain shit in my mind, bro. It's a lot of shit that I'm never gonna do on camera, and acting like I'm in jail is one of them, nigga. Because no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't with it. Well, what else y'all got on the list?
I think that was pretty much it, man. We really want to get to the bottom of this shit. It's a power hour. We're an hour and 7 minutes in, so we ain't gotta take it to the max. I appreciate Rich Alvon for tapping in. I mean, y'all
I'm sorry to cut you off, but before we go, man, I just want to say, dang, man, you a lying ass nigga, dog. And why would you lie? Then bring niggas on that was gonna tell the truth. I don't understand that, dog. But
That
I fucked
story
with
as I remember it.
Okay.
Plump Flex voice. You lied. Man.
Oh shit.
I mean, y'all gonna be in town on Friday. You know what I'm saying? Y'all should pull up to the studio, man. You got jump on the pod.
What time y'all start recording, Jay?
Shit, Jay shooting Maya prom shit, so it's probably gonna be later in the evening.
All right. I'll try to hang around for that.
For sure. Well, all right, niggas. I'm about to sign off. Let me put my studio shit in here.
Woo!